Hey, what up, BGK gang? This is Andre of Big Gemini Kennels, aka BGK. Welcome back. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment, let us know what you're thinking. Make sure you hit that alert notification so you're notified every time we drop new content, and that's going to be frequently because we came to drop bombs. Beast mode. Hey, what up? So today, Dre BGK is here to hit you with a story time. Let's get ready for a BGK story time. This story time is about the time that the police want to kill my client's dog simply for protecting them against an intruder that broke into their house. Yeah, that happened. I mean, the intruder did almost die, but whose fault is that? Before we get started in this video, you see this QR code right here? That QR code will take you to my website. All you gotta do is scan it, it'll take you directly to my website. You see this QR code right here? That QR code will take you to my ebook, BGK's Dog Care ebook. BGK's Dog Care Secrets and Breeding Tips. You want to learn about dogs, how to breed dogs, how to care for dogs, my secrets and breeding tips? It's right there. Just scan it. Hey, what's up, BGK gang? It's BGK's Dre back at you with another banger. Yeah. Now, this story is about BGK's Fat Boy. He's a young adult that I sold to a married couple, and the police actually want to put him down because he almost killed an intruder that was breaking into their house. Now, I don't understand that. If somebody's breaking into your house and they have bad intentions, they deserve whatever they get. They weren't coming to leave gifts. They was coming because they had a problem with you. They was coming because they wanted to do something to you. So I don't understand how the police want to kill this dog. But let me back up. BGK's Fat Boy is actually a son of BGK's The Rock. BGK's The Rock was my main stud, one of my best studs, and he produced some amazing specimens. And one of those amazing specimens was BGK's Fat Boy, alright? So I had BGK's Fat Boy around me, around my family, around my daughter, ever since he was a little puppy, alright? So he grew up with me, he was well socialized, and like a lot of my dogs, I breed for a balance. When I breed for a balance. I like my dogs that have that balance where they love the family, they love all the family members. They're pretty much cuddle bugs with the family. You have to peel them off of you because they want to love on you. But if they don't know you and they're on guard mode, then it's a go. Like, they're going to turn up. They're going to show that protection side. They're going to show those guardian instincts. And to me, it's really important to have that balance. You don't want to have a dog that's too aggressive, and you don't want to have a dog that's too passive. You want to have a dog that can read the situation and react accordingly. All right? So let me tell you how they first came to get this dog. Like, the initial purposes of me breeding BGK's Fat Boy was for my own use. I breed for me for the most part, right? I breed my dogs because I want this style of dog on my yard, and I want to create more dogs that are similar to him in style. So when I bred BGK's Fat Boy, I had literally no intention on selling him, right? So I had him with me till he was about 3 years old, maybe a little bit older, right? Between 3 and 4 is when I actually sold him. So he had produced some amazing dogs for me. My kennel was getting full. I was getting more males around me. And I felt like BGK's Fat Boy wasn't getting that one-on-one attention that I would like to see my dogs deserve. So I put him up for sale to the right family. Now, this guy had contacted me. Really good guy. I'm not going to say any names because the story gets a little crazy. But he had contacted me asking about BGK's Fat Boy. We had a long talk over the phone. And I can tell that he was a good dude. He was a genuine dude. And somebody I would want to have one of my dogs. Because I'm really picky about who my dogs go to. I don't need the money. I breed because I love to breed. And I'll give my dogs to the people I feel are the right people. It don't matter how much cash you offer me. If I feel like you're not going to do right by my dogs, not happening. You feel me? So that's the way I do it. Anyway, he did the classic, oh man, I really want this dog. I'm definitely going to get this dog, but I got to talk to my wife because she's pregnant. Damn. Okay. Hey, just as a sidebar, if you're going to call me about a dog, contact me about a dog, please consult with the wife first. Get the wife's permission. We know women run things. Be real. Go ahead and get her permission before you get us hyped up thinking you're about to be the person that's getting the dog. All right. Anyway, back on track. He said, hey man, is there any way you could talk to my wife? She's pregnant. She's not really a Pitbull person. I need you to speak to her and let her know that you really know this dog well, and that, you know, even though he's big already, he's going to mesh well, and he's not going to be a problem when she has her baby. He's not going to get jealous of the baby and attack the baby or something crazy like that. My dogs would never do that. So I had no problem having that conversation with her. Short story shorter, I got on the phone with her, and when I got on the phone with her, I started speaking to her about Fat Boy's disposition, how he was, how he had grew up around me, how he had grew up around my kids, how he had interacted with family from day one, that yes, he was a guardian, but he was nothing that she had to be worried about. After speaking with me, she could tell that I knew my dogs, that I knew the disposition of the dogs, and she felt comforted. And she's like, okay, I want to have this dog. Go ahead and get it to us as soon as possible, because I want to have the dog with me and bond with the dog before I have my child. All right? Fair enough. So me and her husband finished off the deal. We transported Fat Boy. I actually personally took Fat Boy over to them because I wanted to be there when they met and I wanted to hand the leash off personally to gauge Fat Boy's attitude with them so I could see how he was going to respond. I already knew how he was going to respond. I mean, the second that lady seen him, she was the one holding the leash. She was the one loving on this dog. She was the one that was bonding with this dog. The guy was standing to the side like, oh man, I can't, this is supposed to be my dog. What's going on here? So she was real comfortable from the beginning, all right? Then I got a call from her a little bit later that was even funnier to me because her call was, you know what, I love Fat Boy. He's doing very well. I'm almost about to have my baby, but I'm actually concerned. Like, you gave us a dog that's a little bit too nice. Like, I don't think he's going to protect me. I do think he's not going to hurt the baby. I'm not worried about the baby being in danger around him at all. Like, at all. I can't get him off of me. If I'm watching TV, he's sitting beside me. If I'm going to the bathroom, he's sitting outside the door. I'm like, don't worry about that. He's not showing you his guardian side because there's no need. He loves you. He's bonding with you. Y'all, this is what I wanted. This is what I hope happened. All right? So we'll fast forward a little bit further. She has the baby. I get the same call again. Hey, he's great with the baby. He's doing wonderful with the baby, but I'm kind of concerned about him protecting us. Like, my husband works a lot, and the main reason we got the dog was so that he could protect us when my husband is at work. And I know when I walk him, I mean, he doesn't walk up to strangers or anything. He stays close to me, but he's not trying to pull at anything or attack anything. And I told her again, like, he has a balanced disposition. I've seen this dog on guard dog duty in my backyard. I've seen the way he runs the fence line when people are on the other side. He has guardian instincts, trust me. All right? Then I get the call that I don't expect. She's calling me saying, I don't know what to do. Fat Boy just attacked this guy. He almost killed him. Like, the guy was bloody. The police want to talk to you as the breeder. I'm like, hold up, pump your brakes. What? The police want to talk to me as the breeder? She's like, yeah, they're saying that they want to put him down because when they got there, they almost shot him. I literally had to stand in front of him and the police because the police were going to shoot Fat Boy that day. They were going to shoot him. I'm like, okay, tell me what happened. And this is what she told me happened. You guys tell me if you think this is wrong or right. For me, this is what I expect my dogs to do when something happens. She was at home alone with the baby when a guy tried to come into her house. He tried to climb through her downstairs window. As he tried to climb through the window, Fat Boy grabbed the guy, pulled him the rest of the way in the house, and started fucking him up. I mean, started really going to work on him, snatching him up, biting him, shaking. He's going for the arm, the leg, whatever he's trying to block with, he's grabbing it, and he's trying to get to that throat. I mean, I'm sure to her that was a very scary experience. And she did what I thought any woman should do. She grabbed her baby, she ran over to the neighbor's house, and then she called the cops, right? Now, the whole time the cops were coming, Fat Boy don't know the cops were coming, so what's he doing? He's this dude up. He's fucking him up. So by the time the cops actually get there, she's running back over because she sees the cops coming, and they go into the hallway and they see this guy bloody. His neck is bloody, his arms is bloody, his legs is bloody. We can't even see where the blood is coming from. Like, I actually want to post the pictures up so you guys can see the pictures right now, but I don't know if YouTube is going to allow that. I don't know if YouTube is going to allow that, because if I post these pictures up, I mean, they're graphic. I mean, the arm is torn to shreds. There's bits of flesh hanging off of the arm. Like, you can see bone. You can see bone. Because I'm thinking, I wasn't there, but I'm thinking what that guy's doing the entire time is trying to block the dog off. He's on his back because he got pulled through the window. He's blocking. His arm is just shredded. His shoulder is shredded. So clearly the dog was trying to get to his throat and neck, which luckily he didn't. He has blood all over the place, and the dog is not stopping. He's not trained. He's going off of natural guardian instincts, so he doesn't have an out command. When you have a protection trained dog, they have an out, which means stop, come off, leave the guy alone. It's enough. She can't do anything. She's running and screaming. The dog is just getting more agitated and shaking, and the cops are trying to get a bead on him to shoot him while she's getting in front of him like, no, 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 not my dog, not my dog, not my dog. So, short story shorter, the cops were finally able to get Fat Boy off. I guess it was animal control that came with them, and they were able to get a noose around his neck and snatch him, and he finally released the body. Well, not the body, but the damn near body of this guy who tried to break in the house, who, by the way, I don't feel bad for. Like, if you break into my house, not only are my dogs going to get you, but I'm going to hit you in the head and the chest twice. Like, you're getting shot. You're not living. Like, period. You break into my property, it's going to be a body. I'm calling the cops to come get the body. Only I am going to make a report. You're not going to say shit because you're going to be 6 feet deep by the time it's done. So I mean, that's the way I live. Y'all can look at me a certain way. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. But if you're coming over here attempting to attack me or my family, I'm ex-military. Like, it's off with your head. You're getting hit twice in the chest, twice in the face, maybe a little bit more, you know, a little sprinkle, a little bit extra in there. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I did not feel bad for this guy. She called me. She's a good person too, but she has a little bit more heart than me, because she's like, man, I can't tell you how bad I feel for him. Like, this guy is mangled. He's never going to look the same. He's never going to be the same. Like, this guy is mangled. And she's like, I really don't know what to do with Fat Boy. She's like, well, I'm like, let's do first things first, because the cops actually took him to the shelter. They took him to animal control, and they had deemed him a dangerous dog, right? Because he's a pit bull covered in blood when they pulled up and attacking a person, even though that person deserved it. It's like, why are y'all giving this person more credit than the dog? This person is in somebody else's house. This person is there to do devious things. He might have came to rape, kill, rob. We don't know what his intentions are, but we know they weren't good. Right? So the policeman asked me for any history on the dog, because I told him I sold him as a young adult, and I was speaking over the phone with them. And they asked me to provide any history on the dog I could, and to write a full report and to provide that to them. So man, I mean, I wrote the best report you could write about this dog. He's a family dog. He's always been a family dog. He's around their newborn children, newborn child all the time. No problems. He's been around my children ever since he was born. No problem. He's never done anything aggressive that wasn't warranted. He's never displayed this type of behavior. As a matter of fact, she used to call me saying she didn't think this dog would protect him. So I went through all that. I wrote that letter, and luckily, very luckily, thanks to that particular police department, I'm not going to say their names because this all really happened and I don't want to have any legal implications from it, but thankfully they told her he had to be on a 2-week quarantine and get a rabies test and an extra rabies shot, right? So basically he got quarantined to the house, just the same way we've been quarantined during this whole pandemic thing. He got quarantined before the quarantines ever existed. He was quarantined to his house and he had to stay there for 2 weeks, and that was it. And she called me and she asked me, she was like, I don't know how I should look at him now. Like, should I have him around the baby? Is it still safe to have him in the house now that he's tasted blood? And I'm like, that's all a myth. It doesn't matter if he tasted blood. This is the exact same dog that you were saying you loved and had bonded with you and you couldn't peel off of you, and he follows you around the house and he loves on the baby and he's licking your baby's face. This is the same dog. He only turns it on when he needs to turn it on. This is called a balanced disposition. This is what you want. Now you know what's going to happen the next time somebody breaks in your house, or if you're walking the dog and somebody attacks you. He's already proven himself. That's the only difference. You should not treat this dog. Give him a steak. Give that boy a steak. He earned a steak. That's what I would do. The whole time he's on quarantine, feed him great. Give him steaks. Give him McDonald's cheeseburgers. Don't do it on a regular basis, but for right now, he earned that. Don't treat him any differently. And I'm going to end it saying this, like, the dog kept on being the same dog he was with that family, protecting that family, loving that family. Till this date, he's with them, living a great life. They treat him like the wonderful dog he's supposed to be, and they know for sure what's going to happen if somebody else breaks in the house, because the first dude damn near died. Now, as far as the guy that got attacked, he did live. He does have permanent scars, and if I could show you the pictures that I really want to show y'all, y'all would understand, like, this dude got mangled. I don't know what he looks like now because I haven't seen pictures of him healed, but I guarantee you one thing, that boy does not look normal. That boy looks tore up. He's got scars from here to there, from there to this. And I guarantee you every time you see a dog, he's like, oh, instant flashback. That boy, he gonna have a Fat Boy flashback, for real, because he heard that name when she's, get off of him, Fat Boy. No, Fat Boy. And Fat Boy's, anyway, hey, look, I hope y'all learned something from this. If you see a dog, don't just assume that your dog will get down. Like, some dogs, I learned this was XL American bullies, especially XL American bullies. Some dogs have great guardian instincts. Some dogs are truly couch potatoes that will only lick somebody to death. My dogs have a balance. I breed for that balance. That's something that you should look for in your breeder. Do they have a balance? Do the dogs still have drive? Or are they just lazy dogs that don't want to go out at all? I never have to take them on a walk because they don't want to walk. You know, look for that balance. If you find a dog that's too aggressive all the time, if he's aggressive towards its owner, towards family, towards a baby, towards a child, towards people that he know that you have embraced, then you don't want that dog. But if that dog is completely docile and he turns up when he needs to turn up, that's a bonus. That's a go. That's a good thing. Do not look down on that. Now, I know some people are going to say I'm advocating violence. I'm not. I'm advocating violence against people that are doing things they shouldn't be. You're breaking into a home. You're trying to attack a woman. You're trying to rape a woman. You're trying to abduct a child. I don't know what you're trying to do. You get what you get. You got lucky. That dude got lucky. Now, y'all let me know what you think. Am I wrong for saying that this dude deserved to almost die for breaking into our house? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't think I am, but hey, I like to hear what y'all think. Drop a comment if you guys have guardian dogs or any experiences with your dogs guarding your property when you didn't think they will, or if you got dogs that you know that are going to get down. I'm always interested in hearing what's out there. Today's BGK Story Time was sponsored by the BGK's Dog Care Secrets and Breeding Tips ebook. If you would like to learn how to breed properly, this book is for you. If you want to learn what supplements and nutrients experienced breeders use to make sure that their dog reaches the maximum potential it can, this book is for you. If you want to learn the exercise and breeding tricks and tips that we use, this book is for you. This is over 15 years of breeding experience combined into an ebook that you can simply download and learn from. Links are in the description below. This is BGK's Andre, and I'm out.